Well, here I am again. All right, Chubby. Delivery just a second ago. I just received this box in the mail. And if I remember right, I'm thinking this is what I ordered. This guy had an Arc 5 transmitter, and I offered him, I think I offered him less than he wanted for it. I think originally he wanted like $79 for it or something. So anyhow, I think we ended up settling on, let's see, what did I offer him? Anyway, it wasn't anywhere near what he wanted, but anyhow, he accepted it. And then later on he found out, I think it was like $65. And then later on he found out this thing had like a couple of dents in it on the top of the case. So he refunded me another $15. So actually this thing cost me $50. But this is an Arc 5 transmitter made in, between 1941 and 1945. And as you can see, he packed it pretty well. If I get it out of there now. It's pretty heavy. Ooh, jeez, you get it all the time. Anyhow. Chubby's running around in circles. Come on, Chubby, it's not going to eat you. It's not a monster. It's okay. Alright, I'm going to talk about packing material. You wouldn't take any chances. Let's see if I drop it on the floor. Oh, you're going to love this smell. It smells like mildew. So it was stuck somewhere for a long time. Well, look at the case. It doesn't look all too that bad, actually. Wow. Not bad at all, really. Dents. Yeah, 2 little tiny dents in the top. That's where you knock $15 off the price for it. Actually, this will. It's really cold too because it's been freezing out here. Let's see, what's going to go from 5.3 to 7 megahertz. So this would be like at the edge of the 40 meter band, but it is in surprisingly good shape. Actually, if you can buy any of these, get any of these for. Oh, even the cat eye tube's in there. Notice the mirror. See the mirror back up here? That's so you can see the cat eye tube in the inside. Right inside there. So, that's really surprising. That is really a nice shape. I didn't think it was going to be in this good a shape, really. But, oh, there's the two 16-25 final tubes for the transmitter. Right in there. And yes, this is a transmitter, not a receiver. But anyhow, get this on film, and yeah, that is definitely in good shape. Nothing was messed up on it in the shipment, so that'll work out great. And what am I doing this for, you say? Well, the reason I'm doing this is because of this. I'm going to try to get my amateur radio license again. I had to go back. Originally, I started in electronics when I was like in high school. I had an electronics class, and Art Thomas was my teacher, and he was a merchant marine during the summertime when teachers were off, and he was also an amateur radio operator. And it was that time when I went ahead and I found the East Bay Radio Club, and I got my novice license then. That was back in 1967, I believe. And so anyhow, that's where I came up with any electronic knowledge at all. But now I'm going right back to the basics again, because I never was all that great in math. I have to go back to Ohm's law again, and that's what that is. In Ohm's law, you have, that's a pie chart actually, for volts, resistance, current, and actually there's a couple different ways you can go with that. You can go with that or the triangle chart down there. And then the other thing I found out was, well, I did all the testing on the tubes of the S-20-R, and I had all good tubes. They're all tested out 75% and 90%, except for this one. This is a 6H6, and it's a twin diode. Normally it's used for the automatic noise limiter and other things on the radio. So that is the one that's kind of be bad news. So of course I did not have a spare one of those. So I went to my friends over at Viva Tubes and I bought a pair, a match pair RCA 6H6 GT, and they cost me a whole $9.95. Where's your weight on that? But anyway, they cost me a whole $9.95 for those, for the pair, and then another $5 shipping, so it's $14.95. That's all it's going to cost me. So I pretty much am at a standstill on the radio for now. But the only other thing I can do is, well, I did go ahead and strip back the wires on this coax, and just got to solder those together. But that'll go for the antenna connection. But yeah, all these other tubes are good. All these here, so all except for that one. One little guy right there. So anyhow, yeah, so I'm going to go back to the basics. Actually, I never did. I had my novice license first, and I let it lapse. Then I went back and I took it again. And I figured, well, I'll go ahead and I'll take my general class test. I went to San Francisco, and actually my brother was going to San Francisco at the same time, but he was taking his amateur extra class test. And I was there at the time, and at that time we needed the code for it, and my code was off. I was supposed to be doing 13 words a minute, and I ended up doing 12 or 11 or something like that. So anyhow, so I ended up, I figured, well, okay, I'll take the test, but and I was going to take the general, but I couldn't because you needed the code, 13 words a minute. Shut up! It's enough. No. And so look at this guy. And so what I ended up doing was taking a technician class license, and I didn't pass that even. So I just gave up after that. Sorry. No. Do you hear me? I said no. Big a boy. No. 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 He wants to play now. Come on. That's enough. No. Okay. He's not going to stop. Come on. Cut it out. Anyhow. So, that's it for right now. I'll be coming back every so often with who knows what. Something like that, I'm sure. Anyhow, that's it for now. Because I got a barking dog that won't stop. Be quiet. Yeah, now you stop. Okay, that'll be it for now.